Yo, what's up guys? This is Theo here and welcome back to another tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get up and running with Webpack, which is a module loader using React JS, the React DOM, and we're also going to be using Webpack server. So let me go ahead and change directory to my desktop. I'm going to make a directory called beginning React. We'll just change directory into there. And in this file structure, I want to create a .babel rc file to hold our Babel configuration, which is going to allow us to transpile ES6 into ES5. We also need a Webpack touch webpack.config.js. From there, did I not? Oh, the Babel RC is hidden by default, right? Because it starts with a period. So next thing we need, I'm going to make a directory here called public, and this is where our bundle.js that Webpack is going to give us is going to be created. So let me change directory into there, and I'll create a bundle.js. And let me go back out. And from there, I also want to create, let me see, I'm gonna put the app in there as well. Touch app.js. And let me go ahead and npm init y. I'm going to show you guys what to install. So we're going to need to install React, React DOM, Babel CLI. Well, I guess we don't need that. We need, let's think what else. We need Webpack, Webpack dev server, and I think we'll use those for now. And I will figure out if we need anything else. That should be it. I think we need two packages for Babel though, so I will get those in a second. So this should take a little while to download because we're getting a lot of stuff from the registry. And it looks like it's almost done. Then we'll start building some React, some code. Okay, good to go. I'm gonna look at one other app I have real quick. Hello React. I'm just gonna open this up and look at my package.json to make sure. Okay, I need these two as well. This is going to give our Babel configuration options. Beginning, do npm install, --save, and then I also want Babel preset React, and the Babel loader. Yep, okay, so it's missing a few. Okay, install Babel loader, --save, and that we should be good to go with that. What is it saying on that dependency? Let's go ahead and install that as well. I don't think we'll need it, but just so it stops barking at us. Babel core, let's grab that. Alright, cool. So filled out our package.json. We can get rid of that test script. And we're going to build out our React, sorry. Let's go ahead and open this back up, Sublime, and let's build out our Webpack config.js. But before we do that, I want to create a new file called index.html, and the code that we're going to put in here is basically just our sort of root directory where we're going to serve our files from. So we'll just say beginning React with Webpack and Webpack dev server. Cool. So just to explain each of these, React is a sort of component-based architecture sort of view model framework. It's not fully a framework. It more provides you with the UI than anything. But everything in React is a component. That's why I say component-based architecture. Webpack is a module loader. When I say that, I mean instead of having a gazillion scripts down here, what Webpack will do is you'll give it an entry point and an output, and behind the scenes it will go ahead and bundle everything up together, and you will just load in one script. So that's really cool. And also it comes with a bunch of loaders which can do things like, take your SCSS and, compile it to CSS, take your ES6 code and transpile it to ES5, and so on. You can read JSON, everything. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to create a div with an ID of app, and inside of here I'm just going to say React has not yet loaded. Okay, and I also want to come in here and I want to load let's see where I want to do this. I want to load my script source of public bundle.js. We need to load this after the app so that when I go ahead and use React's render method, it's going to know where to look for the app. So with all of that done, let's go ahead and build out the Webpack config. You can actually configure this in the command line, but by setting this up, we can save ourselves some time. So basically what Webpack will do, it'll look in here, and we're going to just export this object with a bunch of sort of configuration functions on here. So the first one it's going to take is an entry point, and this entry point is, for us, it's going to be under the public folder under app.js. The next one is going to be an output, and this is an object that has sort of two keys. The path is going to be, we're going to actually need the node module path. So I'm going to go ahead and require this in path. And to do this, I'm going to say path.resolve, and I want to use the directory name that we're currently in plus public, and then finally the file name in that path is going to be bundle.js. This is where we want all of our code put from Webpack. Next thing that we want is we want to pass it a key of module, and this is going to be an object. Let me make sure I got this right real quick. Let me check real quick. Entry, hello React, our path, output. Okay, yeah, I got that right. And then let me, okay, module, and we'll just try it out and see if I get it right. So what we're going to need is to give it an array of loaders. This is where you configure everything, from your JavaScript to your CSS. So let me go ahead and go into CD beginning, or CD hello. Let me open that up with Sublime, and I'll put up the Webpack again. So I guess I got rid of it, huh? Path, index, bundle.js, config, path.resolve, file name. I don't know why I got rid of it. Okay. Okay, so let me look real quick at this. Let's look at this boilerplate code that I have up here, and it's going to be file name. There it is. Okay, so that's the syntax. I don't have it memorized. So let's go back in here to beginning React and swap that out. Loaders, okay. And so these loaders, we're going to test for JavaScript. This is a regex to test against all JavaScript files. And the loader that we want to use is going to be the Babel loader. And we also would like to, we want to actually exclude the whole node modules folder. Sorry about that. Let me take that back out. Want to exclude node modules. Okay, so that'll validate against that. So that's about it for our Webpack. Let's go ahead and test it out. It should work, but we need to do one more thing in our Babel RC file. Let me see if they have it up here. Okay, so what I want to do, give some rules for Babel. So I'm going to say presets, and this is going to be an array, and I'm just going to say ES 2015, and we also want, where is it, and React. Okay, so with that, that is, basic enough setup. I also want to do one more thing. I want to run the Webpack dev server, so let me grab the code for that, and that is Webpack dev server, dev tool, where is it? I don't know if I actually do Webpack dev server. Let me see what happens when I run it right now. Webpack dev server. What does it do? Error, unexpected token, module parse, app.js, public, app.js. Hey, let's try this again. Why is it saying it's invalid? Entry dot public app.js. Alright, public app.js. Appropriate loader. Just added an appropriate loader. Okay, let me clearly have messed up on this. Let me go back to the one that I was using. So it's under Brian Holt's library from Frontend Masters. This is where I was getting it from. So if we look under his Webpack config.js, and then if we use this test, yeah, okay, so module and loaders. Let's get rid of this right here, and rules. Let's see. Test. Let me think. Rules. And then move this over. Let me see what happens now if I run this. Pack dev server. What is it? Why is it telling me that? I don't understand. I thought I just. Hold on, let me see what I'm getting. Webpack. Appropriate loader to handle this file. Bat.join. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm retarded. I don't know why I was using resolve. Bat.join. And let me get rid of that, actually. File name. Try this again. Sorry about all the hiccups here. What the heck? Unexpected token. File name, context, entry, output, bat.join. Directory name, file name, public app.js. Var path, launchpad exports, Webpack, exports. Guessing I'm missing a node module almost, I'd like to think, maybe. Get rid of these and get rid of that. Alright, let's try this one more time. No, it's something else then. So let's try exclude modules and join bundle JS. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, sorry, I'm really retarded. I'm in the wrong directory. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's run Webpack. There we go. Now it's working. So I might have had it right all that time. So if we look at our bundle, there we go. Console log hey. Come back in here and we say hello Jello. Webpack will build again. Actually, Webpack, put it in watch mode. So now it's watching, and you can sort of see if I do hello, it's gonna run. It's gonna bundle our code again, and there we go. And so now here's the beauty of it. We can actually, let me see if I can run our Webpack dev server, and we'll run it in watch mode. Okay, here it is. It's watching. That's good and all, but we haven't actually configured our dev server. So let me grab this piece of code that he has in here, and let me go back to our Webpack config, and underneath our modules, I will just say dev server public path. It's public, and we don't need that because that's for routing. But let me put that underneath, and let's run the Webpack dev server now. And now all of our data is being served. So if we go ahead and here it is, localhost 8080. If we refresh this, React is not yet loaded. Cool. So we're getting somewhere. And we got our hello right there. That's actually being loaded into our bundle. Okay. So just to prove to you that we can use ES6 syntax, I'm going to start importing some of our data we're going to get up and running with React. So I'm going to import React from React, and I'm going to import render, the render method, which is a named export from React DOM. And let's go see if we refresh this. Unexpected token import. Okay, so I am missing something then. Let me see. Babel RC presets ES 2015. Let me see. Let me just make sure. Presets ES 2015 and React. Okay, let's see. What else could I be missing? Babel loader, Babel core. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Babel loader. What? React DOM. Slant React. Babel preset. Babel loader. Babel core. React. Let me try and run this real quick. Webpack. And then let me run our server again. So I'm missing something. Sorry about this, guys. So what are we missing? It's probably in the Webpack again. Joys of troubleshooting. I don't. Yeah, I'm thinking what I'm missing at this point. Setup. Let me see. Looking at this good tutorial right here today. So I have Babel loader. Now I have that. I've got like everything I need, I think. Let me see. So Babel project if I'm missing something. Babel CLI. I just install that. I think it might use that under the hood. And preset ES 2015. Okay, let's try this one more time. Already got it. Dev server watch. Okay, let's try and run this again. Okay, what the heck is going on? Import React from React. Run Babel. Presets ES 2015. And setting up Webpack. Query presets. Query. Wonder if that's what I was missing. Okay, and let's run this. Just again, restart it. No. Unexpected token import. I'm grabbing it from bundle. That's our app. Got everything I need in my Webpack. Dev server. Huh. Let me just look real quick. See, hello, spawn. Look in Webpack.json. Plug in transform, React DOM, Babel loader, Webpack config. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm missing at this point. Let me compare them side by side. Core Babel loader, Babel plugin. I can just grab them all just to try. Let me see. I'll do that. I just want to see if I'm like messing something up. Okay. Install. Config. Okay, and then Webpack. Okay. Webpack dev server. Alright, let's try this again. No, I'm still getting that error. Okay. So it's something in presets. Presets is an array, React. You just change this. It's 2015. Change this to just React. What the heck? Okay, what am I missing at this point? Bundle.js. React. Index. Select. Honestly, like at a loss for what I'm missing. Unexpected token import. What the heck? React. Did I not install the DOM or something? I'm honestly confused at this point. So I have everything. That should work. Alright, so after lots of trial and error, I've only been learning this for like a day or two. Let's set up our server finally. So it's serving. And there we go. We got it. So we have officially succeeded in setting up Webpack, which is a good thing. So let's sort of go back and review this one more time. Alright. Set up Webpack. We got our loader working. I'm kind of curious to see if this will work without that though. Yeah, it looks like it does. Did it watch it though? Webpack dev server watch. Let's make sure it watches. It's loading. It's loading. It's taking so long. Okay, cool. So after like 30 minutes, let's go ahead and build some code, write some code. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and build out a main class. I'm going to call it app, and all components in React are going to extend the React.component base class. And so in order to do this, what we need to do is create a render method. And inside of this render method, this is where I'm going to sort of build out our JSX code. JSX is basically just JavaScript mixed with HTML. So let's go ahead and return. So I'm going to create this div. React always has to export a top level element. And inside of here, we'll just say hello from React, just to make sure we got this up and running. And now I'm going to use this render method, and this takes in two arguments. First, it's going to take in the name of the app, and second, it's going to take in the component that we want it to mount. And this is the DOM element, and we're going to pass it app. So if that works for us, go ahead and refresh. Hello from React. Cool. Just sort of showing you guys the bundle again. This is what it looks like at this point. It's pretty huge, but we can go actually find our app. Should be able to. Well, that might actually take a while. What if we do hello from React? Let's see if I can find it. Hello from React. Maybe we can't. Maybe it'll take a long time. React.create. Create component. So it's somewhere in there. Trust me. And that's our main component. But what I'd like to do actually is create a reusable sort of person component. So I'm just going to call this person.js. And again, we're going to go ahead and import React from React. And inside of here, I'm going to do class person extends React.component. And what I'm going to do here, call it same render method. And the only difference is that inside of here, so in every component in React, there is a property called props. Basically, this is like the scope in Angular, similar, not entirely, but this is just an object of properties that you can add as attributes. So I'm going to show this to you. So we're just going to create a person, which is going to return sort of this HTML markup of this.props, which is going to be this. This refers to the person, this object's properties. And we're going to call it name. And finally, we're going to have a second one here called age. Turn on the Babel. Okay. And with that, we also want to export this component so it can be consumed. And let's go back to app. And inside of here, I want to render out my person component. So let's try this, see if this works for us. Here we go. And person is not defined. Okay, we haven't actually imported person. So let's import person from slash person. Let's refresh. So we cannot find a module person. Let's see. Export default person. Why does it not? Console log this props. Maybe that's what it's. Let me see. Let me just get rid of that. Oh, I'm gonna give this a div. Just to export a top level element. Okay, let's refresh this. Okay, so now you can sort of see it's not showing anything at this point. And here I can, if I look at my React Dev Tools, I have this app as my component, and I have a person, right? But it's not anything. But the minute I come in here and I go back to app and I say I want to give it a name of Theo and an age of 23. If I click refresh, there we go. We got a person with 2 props, right? So we got my props right here. What I can actually do is I can go inside my console. I can type $R and I'm going to get that component. And if I do $R.props, you don't want to update the props directly, but just to show you, I can do $R.props.name is equal to Theodore, and this should actually, it's not going to set it there, but if I do it, I think if I do it right here, Theodore, it will update it right there, right on the view. If I were to change this to 22, it's going to update that property. So now we sort of have this reusable component where I can, create a few of these. Luke, John, and James. Now, maybe I just want to change the ages of them a little bit. 26, and I'll click refresh. So awesome. We sort of have all of our person components being rendered out, and they're all sort of individual. So very quick, not very quick actually. It took quite a while, but sort of a good introduction to React, to Webpack, and to Webpack Dev Server, just showing you how to get all of your tooling set up. Personally, I've been learning this for less than a week, so I'm still, it's been about 4 days, I'm still getting the hang of everything, but I really like, using Webpack, using the ES6, and writing some nice modular JavaScript code. So if you guys enjoyed it, if you did, make sure to like, comment, and please subscribe and support the channel. It means a lot, so thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day. Take care.